Welcome to this quick Interact demo. I would like to show you how you can code a video taken from an eye tracker. As you see, I already opened the video here. When I let the video play, you will see the so-called time code running in that window. The time code consists of hours, minutes, seconds, and video frames. This will allow us to identify each single picture of the video very accurate later and define sequences to which we will assign codes from our coding system. So a coding system can be defined as follows. Coding system always consists of classes. Classes can then contain some codes. This is completely unlimited. You can define as many codes as you like and as many classes as you like during a coding session. So those codes, for example, other food, cereals, beverage, in class gaze, will be assigned to those parts of the video where this specific behavior can be detected. We assigned those codes to keys on the keyboard. You can drop down this field here and select a keyboard code of your liking. But anyhow, we can also use the mouse to assign those codes, and this is what I'm going to show you now. So it's asking me to save the current definitions. Yes. Now I push only this button here, log new events, then Interact will create a new document in the background showing me those classes that we defined before, and I get this, what I already said, this coding panel, and this coding panel allows me now to code the video by using the mouse. So I rewind the video to the start. As you can see here, this person is looking at the shelf, and we have a code defined for this that we call here activity scanning shelf. So scanning shelf starts here. That's why I push this button now. As you can see in the background, Interact automatically recorded in what we call an event with this start time point. That's the time taken from that window here. Now let the video play. And we need to wait until this person does something else. This will be happen in a few seconds. I place the mouse cursor over the pause button. As you can see here, now this person is picking the product. I go a few frames back because I want to do it precisely. Now I say this scanning shelf activity is over. That's why I push this button again. I go to the next video frame. I say pick product starting here. Interact recorded the next event starting at this point in time, assigning this code here, and let the video play until the pick product activity is finished. So in fact, it's a very short video. So here we are. That's the end of the video and also the end of our code. That's why I push this button again here. Now Interact recorded 2 events, and I can show them also on the timeline. The timeline chart will give me an idea what I coded here. I need to create a new code archive. I call this code archive shopping, and here is the timeline chart. Need to resize it, and now you see on this chart the 2 codes that we gave. You see the whole timeline, and you see what we coded during which time. I can also click in the chart, and the video will immediately go to this specific part where I clicked into the timeline. Also, when you let the video play, you will see this line going through here. This allows you to identify or to check whether your codings are correct or not, because you can always see what was coded and you can see the video. Now let me close the timeline chart and let's focus on some other codes. Now we're focusing on the code gaze. Interesting here is, if I'm going to show you the code definition again, that we assigned those classes to be in the same group or in the same exclusion list. Sorry, those codes here, not the class. So that means the gaze can always be to one specific thing at a time. So you can always gaze to the other food or to the cereals or to the beverage. So we make our life easy because those codes exclude each other. We do not necessarily need to record the start and the end of each event, but we simply push the start of each, and the start will automatically end the previous code because they exclude each other. So let me do this again here. I need to change some of my coding settings. This will make life easier. I don't want to pause after logging an event. So now logging events. I'll rewind the video. So person is gazing to other food. Let's use this one here. In the background you see Interact automatically added this event. And I focus on C and B. So now cereals, other food, beverage, cereals again. Now this person is picking this product. That's why we keep this code until the end. So that's it. Now let's stop the coding mode. Now Interact will ask me, there are still some open codings left. Yes, because I didn't close that last event here. I want to convert it into events. Yes. So now if you take a look at the timeline chart again, you see the timeline chart now has been refined or shows this additional information of the gaze class. These were our previous codes here: activity, scanning, and pick product. And as you can see here, this is what I said before, they are mutually exclusive. This means the end of one code is, or the start of another code is automatically the end of the previous code. So this makes life very easy during coding. It's also for statistical purposes interesting because you get 100% of the time coded. If I push this button here, then I get the full statistics. Full statistics mean the absolute count here for each code. Gaze to other food happened 2 times, gaze to cereals 3 times, duration in seconds. So for example, gaze to cereals 16 seconds, to beverage 3.7 seconds, scanning 20 seconds. I think the most interesting one is the percentage over time, because now you see, for example, scanning the shelf happened for 68% over the time, whereas gaze to other food 33 and gaze to the cereals nearly the half of the time. So what I wanted to demonstrate here is that you can add codes at any time just by rewinding the video, focusing on any other codes, and simply adding those codes to the existing document. And Interact will always take care of that everything is in sync, that the data will be correctly recorded on the time axis, and you can thus refine, edit, and change any of those events at any time later. For example, if I now make a double click on the cereals, see this person is not watching the cereals here, so that's a coding error. I'm going back a few frames here. So now you see the person is looking at the cereals. Going forward. Now the gaze cursor moved to another place. That's why I want to have this specific timecode as end of this current event. So I simply drag and drop the timecode, drop it to this place, release it here, and that's now corrected. So when I play it again, you see that's only the cereals watching, and here's the other food. I go backward because this is the beverage already. So I simply drag and drop this timecode, and now I corrected this event too. What I wanted to demonstrate with this is that you can very, very quickly and very accurate code the video by using this preliminary rough coding as I did before, and then refine each event so that it really matches what's happening on the video, if you like, frame accurate. So I hope this short tour was interesting for you, and I look forward seeing you again on one of the next demos. So have fun with Interact, and let's talk soon again.